Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, Hurricane Day. I'm here. Let me see who's coming in. I know Hope is here. Good morning, Hope. Thank you for sharing this out. I did share it out, but I don't see any more of our P's coming in. So hopefully you will. And let's go ahead and get started with the heart brain. Breathing into our heart center. Focusing all of our energy on the heart. Slow down the breathing. Breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe in peace and breathe out peace. And stay centered right now, and as we breathe in, let the energy go down, down, down to the root chakra and out the bottom of your feet, connecting in with Mother Gaia. And then bringing that back up to the heart center. Exhale. Breathe in again. Feel that connection in your heart. And let's bring our energy up, up, up to a higher plane, coming up to the divine, and just really being inundated with that beautiful, creative power from our Creator. And then bring that back down into your heart. And exhale. So now we've connected from the earth plane to the celestial plane, and it's all right there in our heart. So good morning, and happy Wednesday. Catherine's here. Good morning, sweet one. Auntie Jean, hello, hello. Yes, I am safe. Nothing has happened yet here on land. There's a lot happening out there in the water, but hasn't reached us yet. And Sally and Tony, good morning. Thank you for being here. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday, and it's an anniversary day. I totally planned on having a Zoom open so you all could come in if you wanted to and talk about the Peace on Earth tour, because 4 years ago today, I left Florida, drove out of Joanne Castrillo's driveway, and hit the road to come meet many of you and be in your presence and talk with you and hold you and do land blessings. And it's just been the most beautiful experience for the last 4 years. So my hopes for today was that we could share. So hopefully you can share in the comments. If you would like to come on with me, I can still give you this link. It's not a Zoom, but if you'd like to be on with me here, I can have, I think, 10 people at one time that would come on. So let me know if you'd like to jump on here and say anything. Jennifer Langren, good morning to you. So how are you doing? It's very quiet here. Thank you, Catherine Kovacs. It's very quiet. I've been through many, many hurricanes. I think I arrived in Florida in 1972, I believe was the year. And I left there 4 years ago. So I've been through a lot of hurricanes and heavy storms. And so this is typical to have the calm before the storm. It's not even windy. It rained most of the night here. We had a lot of rain, and I could just feel the pressure change. And I had a tornado in the house. Little BP. These cats are indoor, outdoor cats, and they're used to being able to go through that doggy door and out into the world. And they stay out a lot. and they come inside to eat. And sometimes they come in to sleep. So they were not happy with me. They they both were a little upset, but BP more so. He was the one that gave me the hard time. My birds are going crazy. Okay, do I need to turn them off? Let me know if it's too much and I'll turn them off. Um, so yeah, BP let me know how unhappy he was. And he roamed and he paced and he yelled at me and would look at me like, "What are you doing?" And so finally, I guess he wore himself out and he came and laid down by me on the couch and went to sleep. And as long as I stayed still, he was okay. But if I moved at all, he would just immediately raise up and start talking to me again. So he is very unhappy with his restriction right now. And he wants to be out there, and I can't take that chance of him being out in the high winds. There's still, even if it does diminish, there's still going to be rain and high winds. And so I don't want to be out there in that trying to find a cat and make sure that he's safe. So he's safe in here with me. Both of them are. They're both inside. And at the moment, they're being quiet. I don't know why. It's unusual for him. Maybe he went back to bed. I can only hope. And Auntie Jean says, Teri, you're fabulous. Thank you for the service to our world out of love. Um, it is done with love and will continue as long as I have breath in me. I'll continue to shine love out into the world and hopefully a calming presence wherever I go. I really think that's why I'm here. I think that's why I'm still in New Orleans at this time, because normally I'm not. Normally I'm gone already at the end of August. And I've found this throughout this journey. Wherever I'm supposed to be, that's where I am. And so I feel safe, you guys. I don't have any anxiety, nothing at all of concern for my safety. I know where Annie is at. It's going to be a lot worse with the water coming in because she's right at the water. I'm not. I'm a little further away from the Gulf. I'm close to a river, which could be interesting with flooding. But at the moment, I don't have any qualms at all. It did turn into a Category 1 hurricane last night, and I've just been tracking it. I finally was exhausted around, I think, 2 o'clock. I laid down just to get some rest. And again, little BP, not happy. He had fallen back asleep on the couch. And so I went to bed, and here he comes through the house looking for me, yelling and screaming. And he found me, and he got up on the bed and slept with me. So I think they're going to be settling down, hopefully, today and realizing they're not being punished, that it's for their own good that they're in here with me. Good morning, Andrea. And good morning, Charlie Coons. Thank you for being here. Oh, you thought they were outside. No, they're my inside birds. Blue Jean, good morning. Oh, Blue, I just appreciate you so much. Thank you for checking in on me through the night and making sure that I'm okay and giving me some encouragement and letting me know that even though I'm here physically in the house by myself, that I'm not alone, because I have so many of you, and many of you have called to see if I'm okay and to just give me your love, and I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Kathy Han, good morning to you. So I don't know, you guys, it's still scheduled to hit land today. I don't know what time it will be rolling in. I have a feeling the rain's going to start back up anytime now. I do have the weather app, and it's showing probably about an hour or so. I think it'll start pouring down rain. and then we'll see what progress it makes. My dear friend, my dear friend, Dr. Don Baker, worked on the energy of the storm yesterday. He's an energy healer, and he told me that it would turn more eastward, and it did. Whatever he was doing and whatever we have done setting our intention, we've moved it. So I'm grateful for that, and keep seeing it moving away from any place of land where it's going to do any damage. Okay, so Peace on Earth Tour, 4 years now. How has it affected you? And if, like I said, if anybody wants to come on here, I can put the link and see if you want to join me on here to say anything. Otherwise, you can say it in the comments. And I'd love to hear any stories that you have of the Peace on Earth Tour, when we have gathered together, or when I have come into your home or into your area, and let's just let's just celebrate. That's what I want to do today. I wasn't even planning on being here today because I thought from the initial reports, I thought it was going to come in overnight, and it didn't. So whatever is happening, whatever we're doing to push it out away from us, it's obviously working. And Blue says, nobody, nope, nope, no sleep. It's a beautiful day. Gizmo is mad at me, though he is now sitting in the bay window, snuggled into his favorite bed, giving himself a bath. Well, good morning, Gizmo. And I had a little talk with Gizmo yesterday, and hopefully he's going to get stronger and stronger as each day goes by. I was so encouraged and so happy that Jean told me that he was eating after our little discussion a couple of days ago. So hopefully now he'll start drinking and getting stronger. Brookie, good morning and thank you. Cheers to 4 years. 4 years on the road. It doesn't seem like it. It went by really fast. It certainly did. I can still see that day when I was driving out of Sally's driveway, out of Joanne's driveway, and driving out of Florida, just talking to the angels and saying, I don't know what we're doing, but I'm here for the ride. And they directed me every place that I've needed to be. Sally, what day and time for what, darling? And Blue says, I was thinking about us in Gordy's Jeep when I drove over the big tree. Oh my gosh, talk about Mr. Toad's wild ride, right? Jean, that was a red banner day. That day is etched in my memory. I will never, ever forget Gordy giving Jean permission to drive his Jeep, and we were out remotely in the field. And that woman is a wild woman. Let me tell you, she had no fear out there driving that Jeep on the rugged terrain. And I just loved it. We laughed so much that day. I thought I got all my laughter out in one day, because she is so amazing and so beautiful and so wild and free. That is you, Blue Jean. Wild and free. And Brookie's here. Joanne, good morning. And she says she remembers that moment as I was leaving and not knowing where she was sending me off to. It's like it was to the great unknown, which is showing up more and more as not an unknown, but as a divine plan. And it's in the divine blueprint that they are making a grid throughout the nation for us to connect peace and connect everything together. Sally said to pop K with you. Well, I had planned on it being today. I can send the link if anybody does want to pop in here. We can have up to 10 people come in. So let me know if there's anybody that does want to come on and say something and share some love and light out with us. And Max gives a cheer. Oh, sweet Max. I love you. Scared? You scared Gordy? I think Gordy was in awe at your skills. He created a monster that day, and that was so beautiful. Hello, Julie Kiss. Auntie Jean says Jean has been living in 5D for a long time. Of course, she has no fear. Yeah, there's very little that scares her. She sends protective energy out to all of us and holds us in love and light. But when it comes to her, she's just fearless. So, yeah, we're roasting, I guess, our blue jean today. I want to pull a Kuan Yin card for all of us if you all want to keep sharing or if you want me to give you the link. Okay. Yeah, but if you do want to come on, let me get the invite. Invite guests. Okay. So I can put that in Messenger for anybody who wants to come on with me. Just a minute to see if my computer will cooperate. It's very sluggish this morning. Okay, there you go. So if anybody wants to come in here and speak a few words, you're welcome to come in and join me. Joanne says, look at everything going on in the world. So much unrest. Imagine all those places with crystals placed with intention. Who knows how much it is helping. Keep on keeping on, Mama Peace. So, yeah, there's a lot of unrest, a lot of division right now. And I just pray every day to close that divide. And it feels like we have the Grand Canyon splitting us apart, doesn't it? In this country, it just feels so divisive. And I just hold that vision of it closing up so that we can all come together as one and be in unity. Catherine wants the link. Okay, let me do that for you, Catherine. And Blue, I sent the link into the messenger. So if anybody wants to come in and just talk about if I came to your part of the world, what did that look like? And how has your life changed from being part of the Peace on Earth tour? Because you all go everywhere I go. It's not just me out in that Angel Mobile Serenity. We go everywhere. We've been across the country, back 4 times, and getting ready to hit the East Coast. As soon as this storm passes, I'll be heading out of here in 9 days. I'll be heading toward Florida. Good morning, Kathleen. Thank you for being here. And Andrea Gregg said 4 wonderful years of peace and love. Congratulations. And you are such a blessing for us all. Oh, thank you for that. All right, so Kuan Yin says, Harvest Mother watches over me. The inner world offers powerful healing energy, creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom. Allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic. Even if it seems unfathomable at an intellectual level, the inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. Accept, align, allow, right? The AAA, that's what that's all about. And we certainly do that. We, um, we are beautiful and we know what to do. we know what time it is. It's like when we're tuned in to that heart center, there's nothing that we can't accomplish. Blue Jean and the General, oh my goodness. That was a wild 4 months out of the last 4 years. Was sweet Auntie Jean jumping in the angel mobile with me. And I think her husband didn't believe she was going to do it right up until the moment that the bags went into the car and she told him goodbye and got in the passenger seat. And I think he had this shocked look on his face, if I remember correctly, Auntie Jean. He just couldn't believe that she was actually going to do this. And it was supposed to be for a month because we were headed to the retreat up in Vermont, and it ended up being a 4 month journey. And I think he was so glad when I delivered her back home to him. He exhaled for probably the first time in 4 months that she was safe. And Sally says the political divide is driving wedges between people. I believe we are seeing how easily we can be separated through our words. It is a battle of words right now, and I don't get into political discussions because it's so heated, but we really need a lot of prayer. We do. We need a lot of prayer. We need a lot of patience. We need to just trust in the divine. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just trusting that whatever is supposed to be will be, and that God's got this, and I'm not worried about it at all. I just don't like seeing all of that hatred and the vitriol that's being spit out from everyone. And, it's just so interesting that people can watch the exact same event, the exact same happening, and see it in different ways. It just blows my mind. But it is what it is, and I'm just going to stay in my lane and just accept that whatever is supposed to be is going to be the outcome. Okay. Auntie Jean says, I feel so blessed to have participated for a short time. It did really change my life. I would come on, but I have the medicine rubbed all over my head, and I look like one of those weird silky chickens with their feathers. So, oh, Auntie Jean, we don't care about the physical appearance. Don't you know? Haven't you learned that over 4 years? When the Morning Cuppa started, I had no makeup on. I was fresh out of bed. I got a cup of coffee. Birds had woke me up, and that's why I think I love playing the birds so much. They were outside my window. It was two osprey talking outside my window. So I just grabbed a cup of coffee and went out there to sit with them since they woke me up, and started up a conversation with them. And then I was guided to turn on Facebook Live, and there you all were. You all just came drifting in. I had asked for an update and a check in to see how you were, and our beautiful family was born in March of 2020. So we've been together over 4 years, and then I left in September to come do what I do, what the angels have guided me to do. And what else do we have? And Blue says, yes, we do participate in the Great Divide or stay in our hearts and beat as one. We hold the course. It's an inside choice. Yes, trust in the divine. And we've got a new to us four-wheeler. Want to come for a ride? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Your very own four-wheeler. Okay. Well, I am coming to see you in October, so we'll see how brave I am at that point, okay? And we got Brookie. Ricky says, Teri, I will never forget that fateful day when you arrived at Jean's. The beauty of the day was truly matched by your presence with us. When you arrived, you felt like someone I already knew. It was so nice getting to know you with Blue and Jim that day. I loved playing transformation with you in my camper and going on some fun little adventures with you. The hugs, the love feels unlimited with you. You're gonna make me cry. I love you so much and thank you so deeply from the bottom of my heart for bringing all that you do to our world. Thank you, Brookie. Then you came back with Auntie Jean, and the fun and love were exponential. It was. Didn't she add a lot to the presence in the Angel Mobile? Auntie Jean, there's nothing like being in your presence. It's so beautiful. And Blue says, yes, Brookie, we have a great time. I don't know why I picked on Teri so much and dared her to come. Well, it was more like you will come. The Fae have spoken and you will come. And they certainly did direct the Angel Mobile to go there. And I'm so glad I did. What a beautiful experience. And finding that area so that we could all gather together there and have that wonderful Vermont retreat. And Blue says, what was the name of the alligator? Was it Wally? Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember now. It may have been Wally, the alligator in the river that just came to visit and liked our presence being out there by it. And Sally says, we want a video and lots of pictures. I have, oh my gosh, so many thousands of pictures of this journey. And one suggestion that someone had made is that I make a coffee table picture book with all pictures from the Peace on Earth tour. And I like that idea. And I will check into that and see if that's a possibility that I can make that. And I'm sure it is. It's just the expense of it and seeing what that would look like to create it. But definitely, we need to have that, don't we? We need to have just all of the capturing of special moments together on the Peace on Earth tour. It was Wally. Yeah, pictures of you on the four-wheeler. Oh, you want pictures of me on the four? Oh my gosh, I was holding on for dear life. So there was no time to take any pictures. Yeah, and there was no service. So hopefully, yeah, Mr. Frog's Wild Ride number 2 will probably happen when I go see Jean, and we'll make sure that we have it documented. I think Linda Lemieux might be with us. I don't know if she'll be willing to get on that four-wheeler, but we'll see. And maybe she can videotape it if not. And Blue says, oh, you wait. I'm taking you on an adventure, Teri. Be scared. Be very scared. Here we come. It's scared in a good way, like going on a carnival ride, the merry-go-round or what was the one that I did? It was oh gosh, there was one in Ohio that I went on years ago. I think they called it the Zipper or something crazy like that. And I threw up afterward because it was so intense. So yeah, we'll see what you got in mind, Blue, and see if the angels will have me trust enough to be in your capable hands of going on a big adventure. Okay, anybody else have anything to share? We didn't do the prayer list today. If I have service, I'll do it tomorrow. If not, we'll do it whenever I can get back on. So for today, let's just put our prayer requests in and any celebrations that we have. We're celebrating 4 years of the Peace on Earth tour. And Which was scarier, riding with Jean or riding in Charlie's car? Sorry, Charlie. Oh, we won't go there. I will never get in Charlie's car again. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I've been on some wild adventures during these 4 years, and times when I didn't think I was going to make it out alive, like the ice storm that I went through. That you all just kept me. You kept me grounded. If it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't have made it through that night. It was in was I in California or going? In. I was headed to Roslyn Good Vibes and had to cross a mountain. But before I even got to that mountain, the snow and ice storm hit and blinded. I mean, I couldn't even see the road. And thank God I had my 4 earth angels that guided me through that whole night, called me constantly, text and call to make sure that I was okay, made sure that I was awake and not freezing to death in my car. And I'll never forget that night. That was, you all went above and beyond. So that was a miracle to have these 4 angels that just decided that you were going to stay awake with me all night, whatever it took to get through that night and see what happened in the morning when the storms let up. And speaking of storms, here comes the rain. So, yep, right on time. So it has begun, and I have a feeling it's not going to let up. I think this is going to be the beginning of seeing this storm rolling in here. And Blue says, I'm tempted to get out the Z3 and take you for a ride. All right, girlfriend, what are you doing? She's planning something. Maybe I better bypass Vermont. Just kidding. All right, so let's give our prayers. Let me put that up here. And let's remember our country right now that's so hostile and volatile and filled with a lot of anger. And let's just see it calming down. Just see people waking up to the fact of what we do to each other when we spit out hatred and anger and try to bring in more love and compassion. Let's pray for our world in general. All the areas of conflict and war and hostility going on between nations and within nations. And let's just hold that up to the light for love and calm and peace. And thank you, Sally, the daily prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, the homeless, and for all who live in fear of others. Yeah, that fear is real. And so let's pray for anyone who's caught up in it to just calm down the energy. Catherine, don't worry about trying to get on, honey. We're at the end of the show, and it's starting to change with the weather, so I don't know how good the internet's going to be with this storm coming in. And Blue says, I have a secret weapon. You know, you do know how to tug at my heartstrings. So yes, I have promised Gizzy that I would be there. And I have a feeling that he's still going to be there for me to come and visit and hold him and talk to him and love on that sweet little guy. So yeah, I can't leave that. I have to go see Gizmo. And Blue's just there, right? But speaking of, let's lift Gizmo up. Let's just see him getting stronger day by day. And Jean, you're losing the signal. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to go pretty soon. So any other prayers? Michelle. Yeah, I'm cutting in and out. I know it's Thank God we got through most of it though, right? We got through most of the show without getting knocked off the air. And thank you for the prayers, everybody. Thank you for keeping this area in your heart and in your mind that will be safe. And please continue to visualize that storm breaking apart and getting weaker and weaker instead of stronger. I love you all so much. So let's just take a moment in our hearts. Can we just take a moment of silence for all of those who are in discord, those who are just not feeling the peace in their hearts and in their lives, those who are hurting physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, as we just breathe together for a moment of silence. Let's also remember that tragic event that happened on 911, and let's remember those families who still remember that and remember their loved ones that were lost that day. So let's sit in silence for a moment and lift up from your heart all the prayer requests that we have going on. Thank you. Thank you, family. You're the most precious family that ever existed. I love you with all my heart. And I'm going to see if we can get to the end here, if I can play, get to it, if I can play our Leo singing to us. I don't know if this is going to work or not. You guys, the signal's so low. But I love you. I don't know when I'll be able to be back on. I'll keep you updated when the storm does hit land and see what happens from there. Pray for the power to stay on where I'm at, because that's something that's very important, is for me to be able to communicate with you. So here we go. Here we go.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today is the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the
Thank you,
pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup
Thank you, Kathy.
of joy. Give me a cup full of. Cup full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can slide with us, there is always more space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup Accept,
Yeah.
align,
Align.
allow.
Allow.
Triple A out.
Allow.
Morning cup full of joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five because the triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yeah. Morning cup full of joy every day at
Leo,
8. Just start the
Leo.
day on the high five because the triple A. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Sally. Thank you, Leo. Okay, where's my wooers? Woo is right. Thank you. But Auntie Jean, she's going to join Leo with that woo. I love you all. I will keep you updated and just keep holding Louisiana and all these areas, Texas, where it's already affected a lot of people, and anything they're going forward as it hits land. Just keep us all in your prayers, in your hearts, and all is well. All is well with my soul. So just keep that energy of love flowing this way. And I appreciate you so very much. Take care, everyone. I love you. And I so am looking forward to when I can get back together with you, whenever that might be. So stay in your hearts and stay blessed. Namaste.